We have just received the best possible news for the New York Mets this entire season, and that is that all-star starter Kodai Senga is on his way back to pitch Game 1 against the Philadelphia Phillies in the National League Division Series on Saturday. Welcome on in, everybody, to Mets Digest. Michael DeAngelo, as you see on the screen. And I told you guys, I let you guys know this whole time that he will be on his way back at some point if we were to make it past the wild card series, and it has happened in grand fashion. Not relief appearances, not coming out of the bullpen, no. Our guy, our ace, is starting Game 1 against our rivals, the Philadelphia Phillies, on Saturday. Best possible news of the season. It doesn't get any better than this. And this comes after David Peterson had to come in relief in the 9th inning to close out the game of Game 3 of the wild card. He had to throw around 20 pitches. And my guess is that he was probably slated to start Game 1 for the Mets on Saturday. But, with him coming in and having to throw those pitches, it would be nice to give him an extra day off to maybe get him ready for a start, possibly Game 2, which would be on Sunday. And it can't get much better than that, because those are pretty much our two best starting pitchers, if you don't count Sean Manaea, going out there on the road for games 1 and 2 against their white-hot Philadelphia Phillies. That lineup is insane and with insane production. And to have our two best starters out for the first two games is going to be crucial, especially Game 1. It'll be Kodai Senga against Zach Wheeler, and it doesn't get much better than that. The report comes from Anthony DiComo. Carlos Mendoza said probably in a press conference earlier today that Kodai Senga will start Game 1 of the NLDS. This was tweeted probably about 30 minutes ago, and I had to break it to you guys. I was about to leave. I was about to head out for the day, and this news broke, so I had to sit my ass down real quick and record this video for you guys. If you guys don't know, Kodai Senga came back briefly middle of the season. I was at the game, started against the Atlanta Braves on a Friday night, and then went down in around the 6th inning with a calf strain. It was his only start of the season. Carlos Mendoza immediately pronounced him out for the entire regular season, and it was looking like a typical Mets season. But continuing on, he came back with a couple of rehab appearances and threw a rehab start in the last series for the AAA Syracuse Mets, and was experiencing tricep tightness and therefore was pronounced out for the wild card series. Then during the wild card series, he threw I'm just going to pull up his stats for the one start he had this season. Then he threw a 25-pitch bullpen during the wild card series, was experiencing nothing wrong with his body, his tricep, or his shoulder, or anything like that. Everything was good. I'm assuming he probably threw another one after that, maybe during Game 3, maybe today, possibly, whatever that may be. They're pronouncing him the starter. How many pitches is he going to throw? We have no idea yet. We have no idea if he's on any sort of limit. Maybe could David Peterson come in for some long relief afterwards, after he pitches maybe the first 3 or 4 innings? We have no idea. There's going to be a lot of rust. So not to put some fear into you guys, but obviously he hasn't pitched since around the middle of the season, second half of the season, and ever since that has only ever faced minor league hitters. So it is going to be pretty shiesty, to say the least, as he's going to have to face possibly a top 3 offense in the entire major leagues right now. Good to have the name back out there, but there's going to be some rust on that arm for sure, and we don't know what we're going to get out of him. But with the way the pitching has been, the bullpen has been these last couple of days, they were struggling to get the Brewers out to really shut down their offense. kudos to Jose Quintana for doing that in Game 3. But all the other guys on the staff have a hard time getting that offense to, kind of be contained and stuff. So now this is an even bigger test because, like I said, top 3 offense in the National League, probably in the entire league. And, you got big lefty bats in that lineup like Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber leading off, and Trey Turner, who's pretty much back in full swing now. I know he's not a lefty, but still, from 1 through 9, it is dangerous. And, it's good to have our ace pitcher back to face Game 1 to really see what these Phillies are going to bring for the playoffs. They made it to the National League Championship Series last year, losing to the Arizona Diamondbacks as, they got knocked out by the Mets and the Braves this season, but last season they beat the Phillies in the National League Championship Series. So, the Phillies, they have World Series potential, and if you get past a team like this, then anything is possible. Anything's possible right now. I mean, look, the Mets were shut down last game, and out of nowhere, in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out, runners on the corners, our most struggling hitter the entire season saves the season with a 3-run bomb opposite field to hit his first home run in over 50 at-bats, Mr. Pete Alonso. Shout out to our guy. Pay the man, as always, as it's always been, and I've never hopped off the train of wanting Pete Alonso to walk. Of course, I've had to come on here and, give my consensus on where he could possibly go, what numbers are going to look like, and, if will he stay, will he go. But if I had to give an opinion, I wanted him here no matter how bad he was. Even if he was below the Mendoza line average-wise, I want Pete Alonso on this team. He is a franchise guy. He has the 3rd most home runs hit in Mets history. And to just let a guy like that go after one struggling season where, if you really look at his numbers, it's average. It's MLB average, all-star, first baseman stuff. It is nothing like a Chris Davis type of season or like a Josh Hamilton, Angels type of season. Like, this is still, he's still putting up decent numbers. He has over 30 home runs, which is still not easy to do. But, of course, New York fans, we expect these guys, as soon as they put up big numbers for that one season, we expect that consistency throughout their entire career. And it's just never going to be like that. Every great player has one down year, and this was Pete Alonso's down year. And the fact that he still gave us that moment in that time to save our season and put us in this position now that our ace pitcher is now on his way back to, pitch Game 1 of the National League Division Series against our arch rivals. Like, can you really ask for much more? And the fact that these guys are fighting like this through a year that was supposed to be a punt year is just awesome to see. We have never seen a Mets team in recent history this connected before with each other and this in sync. It is so unreal to look at, and hopefully this ride keeps going on for as long as it can go. And that is all I have for you guys here today. Kodai Senga will be starting Game 1 on Saturday. I can't wait to watch him. Hopefully he could shake off as much rust as possible, as we need him to shut down that Phillies offense. Taking Game 1 would be crucial because that would guarantee a split going into Game 3 at Citi Field, where you will be playing Games 3 and 4 there at home against a Citi Field crowd that is going to be crazy. Like, I can only imagine how bonkers that crowd is going to be. Hopefully I could be a part of it. I'll let you guys know if I'll be there. But that is all I have for you here today. Michael DeAngelo, Flobo Boys, who will be back on here soon. We will see you guys in the next video whenever some news breaks, because that tweet came out and I immediately started getting this video ready. So we are on top of things as always. So make sure you guys subscribe here for all things Mets news related, Mets roster news, playoff news, whatever that may be. This is your one-stop shop right here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, guys.